All right, thank you, Jody. Peoria Players Theater presenting a musical that is loosely based on the 1957 memoirs of striptease artist herself, Gypsy Rose Lee. And joining us to tell us more about Gypsy is none other than the madam herself, Alison Meuth. So good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So tell us all about Gypsy. What can we expect if we come to the show?
Oh, Gypsy is the quintessential musical. It celebrates everything we love about theater. It's based on the life of Madame Rose, who is a stage mother extraordinaire.
Okay.
And she comes from the vaudeville heritage and is obsessed with vaudeville, but she's living during a time with the end of vaudeville, but she wants to resurrect it, and she's pushing her two daughters to make it as performers.
And that's really the basis of the whole story, as far as she's really dealing with, things pulling her in one direction and another direction.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
let's talk about the cast, because obviously you guys work so hard to, get ready for this. Just kind of talk about the build up to the show.
Oh, well, we started in December. It's directed by Chip Joyce and music directed by Laura Weaver Hughes. They are fantastic. And we were able to get it all blocked before Christmas break, which was fantastic. And then we had to take a little bit of a hiatus for the holidays, and now we're back at it.
A little bit of a mental break, right?
Yeah, a mental break for sure. And now we have Rachel Feather, who's playing Gypsy, the burlesque queen.
Okay.
And Troy Hamilton, who is playing Herbie, which is Madame Rose's love interest.
Aw, okay. As the music, I hear, is just phenomenal. Okay. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so this was actually written for Ethel Merman. So if people know Ethel Merman's voice, it is just really out there.
Yeah.
And some of the famous songs are Everything's Coming Up Roses, and then of course there's Let Me Entertain You, which Rachel Feather sings, and then Rose's Turn at the end of the show, which is a phenomenal piece that I think is one of Sondheim's biggest accomplishments.
Real quick, last question. It's set between the 20s and 30s, and we maybe think like Titanic or something like that.
Right.
Just kind of give us, just what's going on in the world at that time.
So we really see how the theater is changing and how the economy at the time is affecting. So you see the Depression come in, but Mama Rose is really in denial that the Depression is happening, and she just keeps pushing people forward. But with that come these marvelous costumes, and then the scenery, and the concept that Chip has come up with of this rundown theater that you see, and we see behind the scenes throughout the entire performance. It's really something to see.
Look forward to seeing it as well. The dates are February 3rd and 4th and 9th through 11th. That is at 7:30. And then February 5th and 12th, showtime at 2 p.m. We appreciate your time stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
And we're celebrating some birthdays in Central Illinois. Stay with us to find out who's blowing out some candles.